I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we are doing our longer readings, which will be from basically the 16th of January to January 31st. This will be for Capricorns. So Capricorns, if you're watching this before the 20th, happy birthday. If you're not watching this, if you're watching this after the 20th, I hope you had a great birthday. You had a lot of energy going for you. I mean, there was sometimes it would be maybe on the lower side, but even your lower side wasn't that low. So I hope that people, made use of it, and I hope that you enjoyed my shorter readings too. Okay, my three things are the type of cards I'm going to be using. Of course, I'm going to be using my Dorn Virtue Angel Tarot cards. I'm using my Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards, and I'm using my Osha Zen Tarot cards. Remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. I hope it does, but if it doesn't, take what you like, leave the rest. Hope you have some fun listening. Now, the third thing is I have prayed, meditated, and infused with Reiki energy. Now, I am still, I have put up under community. If you go up there, there's like your playlist, and there's your videos, and there's community. There is still that poll that will come down the 19th. Oh, okay, we want to come on out. The 19th of January, right at the end of your birth time. Another thing too is be aware that there's going to be an interesting full moon eclipse. Now that's going to be the 20th to 21st, and that's actually, while it's in the sign of, while Aquarius has started, it will also be in the sign of Leo. And there's going to be some changes. I'm not quite sure yet how that's going to affect you, but I'm going to be looking, and so look at my shorter readings. You'll have more about that as we go closer, we get closer to it. But if there has been a lot of eclipses for Leo. So there was one full moon that was in the sign of Leo, but it was in Aquarius also. Now please, I don't know how to explain that to you, but it is where it was at. So there, and for those signs, for Aquarius and Leos, it was really, really rather traumatic. Not quite sure how it's going to change for you, but we'll be figuring that out, and then maybe these cards will also tell us how that's going to change. Okay, so the first card, there is a card that has pulled out. I am still shuffling just a little bit. Capricorns. Okay, you want to come out? Sure. Capricorns. I'm seeing a card, and I'll show you, but I feel like you are extremely proud of yourself. I know, I feel like you're the rooster running around the hen house, and whether you be male or female, I think that this is a time that it is very, you're like, hey, this is great. You're pretty happy with what happened at your birthday month. I think people made some money. And I just feel you kind of like going, Okay, let me cut for that last card. And the last card being this one. That one is down. So two cards did come up. One jumped. And this goes along with what I was saying, that I was feeling this. Now, this is part of this, okay? First card that's coming up, Archangel Energy, Ego, okay? And what that's telling us is a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Now, when this popped out, though, I told you what I felt. I felt like you were the rooster in the hen house, that you had a lot of like, hey, I got this. There may be some times that you come back a little bit from that and, and kind of pull your confidence back in a little bit. But I feel that you actually are going to be this is an extremely confident time for you, okay? This last half of January will be extremely confident for you. I would love you to, when you're making decisions, really think about them. As always, think about your decisions. I don't want you to just say, well, Tim said I'm going to be confident, so sure, I'll do this. No, think about it. Always think about what you're doing. And some of you Capricorns, I think, are actually, you want to go forward, and then you start pulling back a little bit, like, what if I made the wrong choice? So I really want you to, pray, meditate, connect with your higher power, because I really think that the confidence and what you are believing you need to do is going to actually be correct for you, okay? But I do feel that there will be some, not all the Capricorns, that will pull themselves back because they're feeling a little bit afraid of where they're going, okay? Because it's like, what if I start this business, and then what if it fails, and then what if I don't have the money, and then what if, okay? Yeah, that's part of life. But if you've got your business plan going, if you've got your I's dotted, your T's crossed, and you feel confident in it, you have to believe in whatever it is in order to make it work. If you don't believe in it, then it will not work, okay? Or, or the best case scenario is that you say, wow, it did work. How about that? Okay, let's see what this other card says. Here we have our Ace of Air, which of course is our Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, which will be good for you because, you're going to be a Capricorn living in Aquarius land from the 20th on. So brilliant new ideas, inspirations, seeing the truth of a situation, a challenging beginning. So whatever this new thing is, and I'm picking up for some of the Capricorns, it could be romantic relationships too. And you might, like I said, you might be like, yes, this is the one for me. And then going, but what if she doesn't like me? What if I, oh my gosh, I brought them candy and they're allergic or they're on the keto diet, You know what? Go forth in confidence with this, because if they are, they're going to thank you for the candy. They'll probably share it with other people, but they'll still think highly of you for the gift, okay? So I really want you to I think that this end of January, it's kind of like a spillover of what you had, or maybe it's because of this full moon eclipse, because this is going to be a very powerful eclipse. But I'll look up at that a little bit more, and I'll use my cards to find out a little bit more. Those will be more in the shorter readings. But I really feel that this is a very confident time for you. You should feel very confident in what you plan on doing, and I really feel that it's good. So let's see what this last card is. This is the hidden one. Our Five of Earth, okay. And our Five of Earth is our Virgo, Taurus, and our Capricorn energy. So this is your energy. Fear surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So for those Capricorns that I was telling you that I thought that you were going to be a little bit afraid, it could be about your money. It could be about the relationships. Just because this says money, Earth is also your home. Earth is also, your creativity and the beauty around you. So, and that could be relationships. So it is, you could be afraid of those things. You could be feeling, maybe it's coming down that it's a false confidence. Yeah, it could be, but take your information in, work with what you have to work with. So I really don't think it's going to be a false confidence. I really think the confidence will be there, but I think that I think that you're going to start second guessing yourself. Okay? Let's go on with our next cards, our Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. It's odd using these when I've been using just the one, but let's see. Capricorn, end of January. Okay. Ooh. Okay. End of January. 16th through the 31st. I know I overlapped that 16, but that's okay. Okay, we go here. Okay, your first one that's common, this is face up. This is awareness. So I believe maybe part of your confidence that we're talking about is going to be this super awareness of your surroundings, and super awareness of your businesses, super awareness of your relationship. I feel like there's going to be, I never quite realized how intuitive the earth signs were until I met you more so. But it's kind of like you're clicking on that little click, and you're opening that door, And there's going to be an awareness that's more directed though. It's not, I'm not going to say it's, mine is kind of a little bit more, it's different. Yours is going to be very focused. So if it's going to be focused on, if business is your interest, it will be focused on business. If it's a relationship, if it's school, it will be focused on that. But it's like, again, I really feel that you will, that the confidence that you have, that we talked about here, I really think that, that will add to your awareness. The awareness will add to your confidence, but I really think this is going to be a very positive. Again, the rooster in the hen house, okay? Okay, this is your next card, rejoice in celebration. It is positive energy. Now, living life, there's going to be trials, tribulations, just as part of life, because even though you are having this good energy, it doesn't mean that your partner, your people you work with are having the same good energy. And yes, that overlaps. And yes, check your, like I'm always saying, your ascending, rising, moon, and Venus, okay? Those are things you need to kind of check because they influence you very, very greatly. But again, I think this is the time that it's like, if you've been waiting for that one wonderful job, it opens up for you, okay? Or there's something that opens for you that says, hey, I'm going to apply for that, okay? I really think that this is, confidence is what I'm getting. Confidence, confidence. Last card, and this is reversed, crown chakra. So again, crown chakra is if you know anything about chakras, the short verse is that this is your connection with your divine. This is the connection with your higher power, okay? This is how, so it's always good, keep very, you are grounded, but while you stay grounded, see, grounding is good in many ways, but sometimes we can be too grounded, and you can be too grounded. And that sometimes cuts off the connection with our higher power. Stay grounded, but, let that come in. How does that come in? Prayer, meditation, being around nature, taking walks in nature. In fact, maybe that would be something that would be really good for you, Capricorn. If you're somebody that does gardening, and if it's warm where you're at, go and do your garden, get your flower pots, get your, the greens. Now I know we're winter up here, so, not a lot, but then bring it into your house. But do whatever it can to connect with your higher power, because I really feel, with these two, look at these three cards. The awareness, celebration, and your crown chakra. These are all cards saying that you are going to have a very, I feel like it's going to be very blessed. It's going to be a very blessed time, and your confidence level is going to be good. One thing about people about people just living in their lives. Somebody asked me that, but what if, am I doing something foolish? You know what? How do we get through life without doing things foolishly? We have to do, in order for us to learn, we have to do foolish things. And sometimes those foolish things are really what was the best thing that came for us, okay? So now let's see. Let's finish up. Okay, final words for Capricorn, end of January 16th through the 31st. What final words do we have for Capricorn? Capricorn. Yeah, it might be even that I'm kind of feeling that full moon, it's like, it's like you've been put in, I'm kind of seeing like a, how, I've never been to a rodeo, but you know how there's the cowboy on a bull, you see it on movies at least, and that you're in the pen, and you're just waiting. I kind of feel like I'm seeing that lift, and you riding that bull with your hand up in the air, and you making whatever, 10 seconds, which to me is like too long anyway. So I really feel that this is that maybe it's this full moon, this solar eclipse in this full moon. It's really, really going to be really positive and with energy for you. Remember too, new moon to full moon, accept, request, full moon to new moon, release. Okay, so now let's see. Final words for our Capricorns. Okay. down, down, down. First card, clinging to the past. That goes along with some of our cards that we've been seeing. This is a time to go forward. It's not a time to go backwards. It's not a time to cling to your fears. It's not a time for you to be worrying so much. All of this your money needs will be met, but this is the time that maybe it'll get even better. But and this is human nature. It's human nature to be fretful, and and that's kind of where the word fretful comes to me. I don't use fretful, but it is human nature to be fretful and to second guess ourselves. So I want you to be more, I don't want you to be fretful. Okay. Second card. Okay. The outsider, which is very similar to the Five of Earth, but the outsider is, many times over, you feel like you are that outsider that can't join the party. You're that little kid, and it's the little kid which goes with the clinging to the past, and I can't go in and join the party. I can't go in and be with people. I can't go in and do these things. I'm telling you to be, to pull in your confidence, and even if it's something that you don't want to do, now, if it's like somebody, you've been invited to a party and you're like, oh, I don't like those people, or no, not that I don't like those, they don't like me, go. You were invited. Go. I really feel, go to the party. Go. Okay? And, who cares if they don't like you or not? Who cares? Whoever invited you liked you enough to invite you. So go ahead. Now, let's see what this last card is. Postponement. Okay, so where are we going with this? This is kind of, I'm seeing some, I'm seeing that you've got some choices here about whether you're going to accept a very sad, not a very sad, but, okay, what you're doing in the last part of January continues to create what's going to be happening in the future, okay? You may not think it's happening as quickly as you want. You may be feeling that, you're the outsider, not going to the party. You may be clinging to the past, but the other cards are telling me that it's going to be really, really good for you. Your confidence level should be high. So this is again for those, pull in your confidence, live that, because you've got the crown chakra coming for you. This is your divine. This is, and it's not destined for you to have a, cruddy, cruddy life. We can make some cruddy choices, yes, and because of that, we can have a life that's not living up to what we want. But, and part of that is we cling to the past and we remember those past choices. However, it is, maybe you're not going to see the fruit of your labors in this time, but I actually think you could. I actually think that, I feel such confidence with you. These are more your last words, your last final advice. So really, anything that's not bearing fruit for you right there and then, don't worry about it. It is coming, because look at, this is your last advice. So these are the things to me that you need to watch out for. These are the things that are warning you, okay? So basically, don't feel like, you may feel like that outsider. Who cares? Go in, join the crowd, join the party. You may feel, you might be thinking more about the past. Get over it, okay? Start living for the future, or living in the present. If you can live in the present, that's a big accomplishment, because things are going to be happening. Things are going to be happening. You may not see it right there and then, but I go back to the Ace of Air. I go back to the ego card. What you think is actually happening is not happening. When the fear comes in, when that fear starts to come in, it is in your mind, okay? It's in your mind. It's not the actual reality of it, okay? Because I'm seeing the rejoice and celebration. You are going to be so aware of what your circumstances are, your crown chakra. I'm seeing ego, archangel energy. That, but again, it does, it does talk about that it's a false sense of entrapment. This is, this is a false sense, okay? So, I go back to the rooster in the hen house, you've got that choice to pull that energy up. Remember, don't let your mind do mind games on you. I mean, your mind can be, it can play such games on you, and it can give you, when you're not connected with your divine, when you're not connected with your higher power, I do believe that there are lower vibrations, lower spirits that try to get in, and they try to mess with you. And that's more the case of what I'm seeing here. The energy, what's meant for you is high vibrations, high confidence, high luck, good luck, all that good stuff. It's only your mind that pulls in that negative. So work with that. Do whatever it is to get that, I don't want to say under control. I don't want, but work with that to get that into a better place, because I think this is going to be a high vibration time for you if you let it. Okay? Okay, so that's basically it for my Capricorns. You know how much I love you, Capricorns. You are so wonderful to me. You are such supporters to me. So I appreciate you so, so much. If you've not, please go below and please, subscribe. I will not be doing private readings from the 22nd to the 31st of January. So be aware that I won't be reaching out to you at that time. I may not be able to keep up quite as well with my comments, but I will try, okay? But I love you, Capricorns. Know that you are loved, and be blessed. Bye-bye.